Hello everyone, this is me George from Pageant Empress, and in today's video we'll be discussing regarding the Miss Universe India 2024 preliminary competitions, who stood up to us, and giving our discussion, our thoughts on it. So if you do not know, my name is George, I am based in Thailand, I am British though, and I have a guest with me all the way from the US, so I feel that it would be really nice to have an international perspective regarding Miss Universe India. So Rafa, so good morning to you, Rafa, with a beautiful background of Taj Mahal.
And I've always wanted to go there. In fact, some of my good friends are Indians or Indian Americans. Of course, we have a common good Indian friend,
Yeah.
Melvin Narona,
Yes.
a very talented costume designer. And in fact, you try to invite him to this chat, but I guess he hasn't woken up because it's
Yeah,
so
I
early.
think he's making a lot of his costumes. He makes like elaborate big costumes, like national costumes. So I'm pretty sure he's
Yeah.
working on it. So and it's understandable. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've always been very fascinated with Indian culture. I love Indian food, and of course, Indian beauties are some of the most beautiful, most eloquent, most gorgeous girls, in the entire world. So when you invited me to do this chat, I was a bit anxious because, okay, honestly, I haven't really took the time necessary to analyze all of the 51 contestants because I've been doing a lot of things, for my own channel and whatnot. And then, so it's not, let's say, very critical, 100%. Uh, so anyway, when you ask me, okay, well, what are your top 10 choices? You know what? I can only base my choices on what I've seen on social media, on the preliminary competition that took place last night. We, you know,
I'm
we
with
can
you
talk
on
about,
that. Yeah. And also
yeah,
51 is too many girls. Like I haven't looked at every single one. I feel like I've watched the introduction video, don't get me wrong. I've watched it. That's about it. I haven't looked at every girl's social media because 51 is way too much to keep up with. That's not
yeah,
realistic.
like how many girls did they have like in previous years? Like,
I
was
think they had like 30 or less than 30. Like Miss Tiva had quite a few contestants compared to this year. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I think also, I believe this is the first time that they accepted diaspora
I
girls,
believe
like
so.
Indian
Yes.
girls living
In
outside of India.
yes. So I think we have
Hmm.
about three or four. One being the Miss USA runner-up, Chavi, Miss Supranational USA, Shivali, and there's one from Canada. I think her name is Angel, number
Angel.
6. Yeah,
Angel.
she's from Toronto, Canada. So I think it's three of
Yeah,
them.
the doctor. Yeah.
Yeah,
Again, they label them as NRI girls, the
I believe
non-resident
so.
girls.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I hope that
Yeah.
doesn't, I know there's some discrimination regarding that, because the last video I posted about 2 days ago, there were a lot of people saying like Chavi and the girls I posted as Shivali, they are not like real Indian because they were brought up abroad. Hopefully that does not like create some kind of controversy or scandal if they win, which fingers crossed. One of them I really
Right.
want one of them to win. But I hope that nothing bad happens because they are doing a phenomenal job despite living abroad, being a
Hmm.
great representative for the country. Uh, so I think they're doing a great job. Anyway, by the way, I know you're not in Taj Mahal, right? Because the crown of Miss Universe India is actually inspired by Taj Mahal. Did you see?
I saw it. Somebody, an Indian follower, sent it to me, and I thought, wow, this looks familiar.
Yeah.
Well, the way that it was, do you know who designed
Yes,
that
it's
crown?
by Diamonds. So it's a Thai designer. He's based in Bangkok.
Oh,
So he has actually
okay.
made a lot of the crowns, including Miss International Queen. I don't know if you've noticed it, but yeah, he's made a lot of the crowns for like Miss Grand and Miss Global as well, I believe, the one that
Okay.
happened in Cambodia. So a lot of the international pageants too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was quite interesting.
Yeah,
What do you
it's
thought?
actually like I saw the video clip of the crown like
Yeah,
turning around and whatnot. And I noticed, oh my God, the centerpiece looks like the Taj Mahal dome.
it is.
So
Yeah.
people were commenting, I read the comments, it was inspired by the Taj Mahal. Well, that makes a lot of sense, because it's a very it's the world's one of the world's most recognizable structures. And it's beautiful. The story behind its construction is iconic. And one of these places that I really want to visit someday. So have you been there? Have you been to
I
the
haven't
Taj
been to
Mahal?
India. I haven't been to India. I do want to go there because I know it's quite big and it's not that far from where I live. Like I'm in Thailand. It takes like 2 hours.
Mhm.
So like I will love to go there. So my goal is if Rachel, fingers crossed, when Rachel wins Miss Grand, I would love to go there to India.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I think she will.
Yeah, like fingers crossed, touch wood, because Team Asia is okay, and like, Team Latin is also not that strong this year. So I do feel they might give it to Europe or Asia. I have quite high hopes
You
for
think?
Miss Grand. I
Spain,
think so.
maybe?
There is possibility because I know Latin America has been winning Miss Grand for like a lot. Almost all of the winners are from
Yeah.
there. So I think it's time for maybe an Asian girl or a European girl to win Miss Grand International. But I'm going,
Yeah.
so I will let you know after meeting the girls.
All right.
Are you coming, by the way?
Well, I might be going, you don't
Okay.
know, because okay, here's the issue. I applied for press credentials.
Okay.
Our common friend, Summer
Yes.
Smith of Crown
Hmm.
Sisters. I asked her, Summer, you covered MGI last year. How do I get press credentials? And so she gave me the contact information for MGI's public relations director. So I sent her like a text message, and also an email, but to this day she hasn't responded. So maybe I guess it's just very busy and whatnot. But if they approve my application, I
Hmm.
will go. Um, it's the same thing with Miss Universe. I just applied for press credentials. So if I get approved, then I will go to Mexico as well. So it's going to be very, very challenging because I've never really covered like two major pageants in such a short span between them. So it's going to be very good. But I've never been to Thailand, of course. I've never been to Mexico. So both countries are very fascinating. So, but definitely, I would prefer to go to Thailand because as you know, Critical Beauty is celebrating 20 years. So
Yes.
where better way to celebrate the 20th anniversary than in Thailand, you
That would be
know?
great. It would be like a reunion, right? Because there's so many like people from the Philippines can come and like the neighboring countries as well. And I'll be there too, so it'd
Exactly.
be so fun.
Very much fun. Can you imagine like the winner of NGI like actually joining the party? I'm just kidding.
Rafa, that might happen if like Rachel or someone we know wins. It's
Oh, for
possibilities.
sure.
Yeah.
It would be a big promo. We saw the photos of the girls in
We
swimsuit
did.
on their
Yeah.
Facebook, on social media pages. It's not the same. Like posing in your bikini or one
Mm.
piece in a photo, it's not, you don't get the same reaction as opposed to, let's say, when you actually see the girl walking on stage and doing all the poses and stuff and everything. I would prefer that. But there was okay, let's be honest. Some of these girls are not physically fit. Okay. Uh, some of these girls, some girls just don't lack I don't know, what the whole package. They don't have the vava-voom factor that I was looking for. Okay.
Right.
Except maybe for two or three girls who have a lot of pageant experience. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah. Some of them even have international experience. I was looking at the
Yes.
wiki page. Some of them have gone. I think there were a few. I don't want to share the screen now because you could see what I'm doing. But like I was looking at the wiki for Miss Universe India, and there's about one, two, three, four, five, quite a lot actually. Yeah, like, almost
Mhm.
10 girls has international experience.
Mhm.
So that's quite a lot. I know there are 50 girls, but that's still quite a lot. 10 girls with international pageant experience.
There used to be 51 girls. One withdrew.
I think it's 49.
Near
Right?
Telangana.
Telangana. Yeah, Telangana. Yeah,
Telangana.
sorry, yeah, Telangana. That's I think it's 50 now. Sorry. Yeah, 50.
Do you know the reason why she left or she withdrew?
Now that's I don't want to create any conspiracy because her state actor is quite controversial. I think I sent you the message, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
her.
former Miss Grand India
Yep.
2023.
Yep. And there
Yes.
was some issues regarding her, like, handling the one of the state pageant when Miss Delhi, I believe, Sanjana Vij, who is now Miss Universe Delhi with the light
Okay.
eyes, fair
Right,
complexion.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. Maybe something happened. Maybe it's a
Hmm.
contract, I guess. Because
Hmm.
some contracts, was it Miss Universe Indonesia recently? Two girls dropped out because they had 5 years contract. That is insane, Rafa. 5 years. Not
It,
one,
it
not
is
two.
it is
Yeah.
it is like it's ridiculous. And not only that, if you break the contract, you will have to pay a penalty fee of 520,000 US dollars. Like who has that money? Who has that money?
Yeah.
$5,000. So in a way, I felt bad for the winner because she's stuck with this contract.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's just awful. But I mean, the winner is beautiful. I have to
She's
admit,
pretty. Yeah.
she's very pretty. She's a good
Mm.
speaker.
Yes.
But it's a very fierce competition this year. There's a lot of very strong and competitive girls in the shootaways this year. So we will
Yes.
see. We will see what's going to happen. It's too early to tell, but
But to give
we'll see.
her credit, despite the front runners, withdrawing, like I think not even a week, right? Like Karen and Vina, they dropped out, I think 2 days before the finals, which is quite strange choice. But I understood the reason after I heard that it's 5 years contract. I will withdraw too if I was one of the contestants. I'm not staying in the
Oh, for
contract for
sure.
5 years. Yeah.
Oh, me too, definitely. I mean, it's not fair. Why
Yeah.
would you? I mean, why would you want to live in prison for 5 years, knowing that there perhaps are other better and bigger opportunities
Yeah.
outside that prison? You know what I mean? So, but I'm glad that those two girls withdrew.
Yeah.
I mean, so we'll see if Indonesia will place this year, because last year and the last 3 years they did not place. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
But wish them all the best, because I think
Them
they're
all the
doing really
best.
good. Yeah, the fans are doing good, and also I'll be meeting a lot of the Indonesian fans in Thailand for Miss Grand, so I wish them all the best. I'll be honest, I was kind of hesitant that there was a change of leadership from the Miss Diva to Glaminant, right? Glamin, with Nikhil, because he had a different franchise, and I was not really sure how it would go. But looking at the preliminary competition, I'm actually really happy that he had the franchise because it felt that the girls did have the opportunity to kind of shine a little bit more. I would have liked to see swimsuit, but I get what
Mhm.
I get. So I guess so. Like I'm happy at least they got evening gowns and national costumes. So I like the stage,
Yeah.
by the way. Did you like the stage, the production?
I like the stage, but I think it's pretty much similar to last year's stage, I believe. Oh, when I
Miss
said
Grand?
it's a similar stage where Miss Grand India took
I think
place,
it's
I
the same.
believe.
I think it's the
I mean,
same location.
is it
Yes,
the same page?
it's
Yeah,
just
because
a different background. Yeah,
it's a different background. It's a T-shaped stage. You
yeah,
have the lateral in the back, and then you have the
yes.
long
Long
in
runway.
front.
Yeah,
I think it's great, and I like the fact that the floor is clean. I'm looking at it right now. The
yeah.
floor is shiny and clean compared to, let's say, Miss Cosmo stage
Oh
doing natural
yeah,
costume. Those white lines on stage and stuff. The stage to me was kind of like, okay, it wasn't that great, but I've seen better stages. But compare Miss Cosmo National
yeah,
Costume Stage to
mm,
Miss India. Obviously, I prefer Miss India.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think the stage is big enough to accommodate 50 girls and whatnot. And I think the choreography, the walking pattern is pretty basic, nothing really extraordinary. I didn't see any of the girls doing all these grand type movements or poses and whatnot. I mean, they're all very elegant, very
Yes.
sophisticated in their own way and stuff and everything. I mean, yeah, I like the stage. I like the evening gown background where they put this humongous, this like what is that technical term? It's like your in French they call it trompe l'œil. It's to deceive the eye. So it
Like an
looks like as if they're
illusion.
actually coming out. Yeah, it looks like as if they're actually in a palace or in a big humongous mansion or something
Right.
with chandeliers and the lightings and stuff and everything. Everything looks big,
Yeah.
from a distance on TV. So I really like that. Yeah. Mhm.
I liked it. The production was really good. I didn't really had much expectation, like I said previously, because it was a different leadership, and I really liked the. Well, compared to Miss Eve, I like the previous one. I like when Femina had the franchise for Miss Universe. I think they did a spectacular job, right? Especially in the 90s. Like the
Mhm. Oh,
production
for
was next
sure.
level. It was, and also it was outdoor. I didn't know it was outdoor. I thought it was all indoor until someone told me. I think it was Mel who texted me. He's like, "You do know that's outdoor?" I was like, "Wow!" Like it didn't rain. Because I'll be scared. Like, remember in Miss Cosmo, right? They had to delay the national costume due to the bad weather. So I was like,
Mhm.
oh, wow. They are really able to carry it off. Even the Miss World, when it was held in India, was spectacular.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I liked it.
Um,
Yeah.
so okay, now with the new, franchise owner, which is Nikhil Anand,
Yes.
I mean, this guy, he has gone a long way. He is like, I remember he used to only hold like maybe two or three minor franchises,
Yeah.
but for some reason he branched out and he was able to acquire, I think he created his own patches. Is it Miss Multinational, I believe? So I don't know if
I
that still
think so.
takes place.
There is an international pageant he has. I'm not really sure the name for it, but yeah, he
Okay.
does have an international pageant. I think it's in the
Yeah, and then
same venue as well. Yeah.
okay, and then he acquired first with the minor international pageants, and then he branched out to Miss Grand, and I was just sort
Yes.
of, okay, well, I've heard a lot of not so nice things about
Right.
Nikhil. How the hell did
Hmm.
he get Grand? And now I was even more surprised. Oh my God, he got Miss Universe India? Like what?
Yeah.
You know,
That's why, yeah.
where's he getting all this money?
That's why when I said like I was a bit hesitant, is like we have heard things about him, not great news regarding, the previous editions of the Miss Grand India and like things like that. So I was quite shocked that Miss Diva lost the franchise for Miss Universe. So yeah.
Well, they lost the bid. Either that or maybe they got they don't like the new organizers anymore, the new executive assistants and the presidents and stuff. Who knows? It
Right.
could be any of those things.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the national costume. Were there any national costume you really enjoyed that kind of sticked out to you?
You know what? I asked Mel because our
Okay.
friend,
Yes.
if he designed any of these costumes,
Right.
and he said five,
Oh, he
and
did.
he said five, and guess who they are? So I was like, I wouldn't know, so I have to rewatch the
I
whole show.
think I know which one. I think one of them I know which one is his. Do you want me to say
Okay.
it? I think it's the one Chavi wore, number 16.
Yes.
I think that's the one made by Mel because he has this huge, grand like backdrop he always has in his national
Yeah.
costumes. I believe that's his, and it was also quite eye-catchy because I love how dramatic it was. It looked great on the stage, and I think it would be really good for Miss Universe if she wins Miss Universe India. I think she should wear that. It was great. It was
Exactly.
spectacular.
Yeah. Well, when the moment Chavi came out wearing that costume, I knew right away that was Mel's.
Yeah.
He also mentioned Anjum, one of the girls named Anjum. I don't remember
Okay, I haven't got her on the
her
list, but
costume.
okay.
Uh, Rhea.
Oh yeah, Rhea. Yep, I have it on the list. Number 36, Rhea. I really like the gown because it was gold, but it had the right detail and it shined perfectly in her skin. It looked perfect for her body too, her body type. And the way she carried herself, it was so effortless and graceful. Even the turns, it was just
Yeah.
right. It didn't look too much. That's what I
No,
liked about
it's
her.
I actually like her accessories, her earrings, and that
Yes.
necklace. Yeah, those earrings are very peculiar because I've never seen that kind before. Like, what are those? Are those like flowers or stars?
I think it's
So
stars, maybe because it's Miss
your
Universe.
stars
I think it's stars. Oh, fun fact about the
again.
gowns. Uh, all of them are made by the same designer, and it's not an Indian designer. It's from Vietnam. His name is Min Tua. He made the
I
gown
was gonna
for
say
Miss
that
Grand.
because
Yeah.
we can talk about because I noticed like
Uh,
Shivali Patel
yes.
mentioned that her gown was designed by the Vietnamese designer. Yeah.
Yeah. So all 50 gowns are made by the same person. So after I heard that, I was like, wait. I was going to criticize on the gowns, but after I heard it's coming from the same person, I thought, oh, wait. How long did it take you to make all of those gowns? But this is one of my favorite, like number seven's gown. It looks just spectacular. I don't really like her hairstyle. As much as I really like Chevy, I feel like the hair is kind of lumpy. It doesn't look good on this outfit. What do you think?
I
Do you like
think
the
I
styling?
think she looks good. No, I think for me she looks good from her waist up. But when I look at her from the waist down, I mean the slit is very high. So,
Extremely.
it's very high. It's almost like I don't want to say the word vulgar, but it's kind of like it's not very appealing. It's not very aesthetically appealing to me because it's just too high. And also the way she walked, I thought it wasn't her best walk. I've seen her walk much better before. It was kind of stiff. And those shoes, every time I see those Chinese laundry shoes, it's a kiss of death for me because they kill the overall look.
Yes.
I really wish some of these girls with stunning gowns, lovely, like elegant heels that match her evening gown because that gown is gorgeous. She looks stunning. She looks like a goddess right there, except maybe from with with those damn shoes. And also her walk was not one of the best that I've seen. So, but
Yes.
overall, I still like Chavi.
I would agree with you completely. I think that this is not the best performance that she has given. I've seen her done a lot better, especially Miss USA. Even though the gown she wore at Miss USA was a lot more subtle, very demure, very mindful. Like it was like really quite simple, but her performance was so much better in Miss USA compared to what I saw last night. So yeah, like, for me, I'm sorry to say this, but I really don't like the hair. The hair is bothering me so much. It looks like it needs to be like brushed up. It looks so stuck.
Okay.
You know when you
Yeah.
put gel, but like if you forgot to like just put it up, make it bouncy wave, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. This
Do
looks
you
really
know?
stiff. Yeah.
Do you know if they had to bring their own hair and makeup artist or
I'm not
just the organization?
sure. That
Yeah, it's a
maybe the
wonder
girls
if
had to do their own hair and makeup, I feel, because some of the hair and makeup is a bit shoddy. But yeah, but I think she needs to get a makeup artist or hairstylist, just fix it. I feel like the hair should be different. The dress
yeah.
is okay, but still, like you said, like the slit is kind of bothering me. It's giving me more Miss Grand than Miss Universe.
You
I would have
think? Yeah,
prefer, yeah, because Miss Grand loves a high slit, right? But
of
I
course,
think
of
this
course.
should be a bit more bigger. Like, do you remember the gown, the one who,
When she won Miss Thailand,
F-
okay.
the Filipino
Yes,
designer who made it like
yes,
elaborate, big, massive.
yeah, exactly. I noticed. Yeah,
Yep.
he dressed up no Choi Tien and also Miss Earth.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Also
Miss
this,
Earth and also
yeah,
Miss Global and also Miss Global.
yeah.
Yeah,
There we go. Miss Globe is
beautiful.
right
Yeah,
there. Yes, remember
yeah,
that
his
it's similar
designs.
to the Phoenix gown.
There you
She
go,
also
the
has
Tunic.
like yeah, there, right there on one side. Like this, I would have like to see this type of gown, not the one Chavi's wearing. Like this would be great on Chavi.
Hmm.
The color matches
His
her.
dresses, yeah,
Yeah.
his dresses are just gorgeous. His like very, very intricate, very yeah, like this is couture because all
Yes.
these it probably took like what, maybe a month just to create this
More than a
beautiful dress.
month for sure.
More than a month? Yeah,
Probably
with like
two, three
50
months.
people.
Yeah. Or even like
Handmade.
this, right? Okay, let me show you a picture. Like even like this would look good on Chavi. So when I say that there are
That,
better
oh, I love that.
options,
That's the dress she should be wearing.
exactly. See, when I was
That's yeah.
criticizing the dress she wore is like so simple and slit is too high, but this one doesn't have any slit, but it does have a dramatic shoulder moment, and the color will match her
Exactly.
perfectly. So
I like the architecture too, the architectural element.
yes,
Daisy is not very tall, but the way she projected herself on stage,
yeah,
poses,
hmm,
eye contact with the audience and with the
yeah,
judges, and that whole dress was made for her, and she was just perfection to me.
I love it.
She's
Yep.
definitely in my top 10.
Performance, I really liked it.
Yeah.
I would say the gown also matches her personality. The only, if I had to give a feedback, the color kind of blends in with the background. Like the backdrop is already dark. I would have liked to say maybe a little bit
Ah.
more colors, a bit more vibrant colors.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. In a way, she sort of like blends with the
Yes, the backdrop.
darkness of
Yeah,
the backdrop. Yeah,
yeah.
I see what you mean.
Her performance in terms of the performance, even the expressions, like she was giving me all the Miss Universe vibe I wanted. Like, her
Vibes.
expressions, the work, confidence, everything was top notch. So yeah, she's my top three. So I feel
She's
like
probably watching a lot of Miss Universe videos too.
that is
To
true. Do you see a
imitate some
bit
of the
like a hint of Hernaz in her? Like, is it just me?
a little bit.
Little bit,
Yes. Now
not too
that you
much.
mentioned that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this turn she did. It's
Very
kind of
much.
Hernaz. And also, did you notice she had like some Indian jewelry, like the headpiece?
Yep.
Yeah, I like that touches
Indians
of that.
love accessories.
So number 18, Danubi. Really
Oh,
pretty. The gown is a bit
let me
more
see it.
the
Is she on my
classic.
oh yeah,
Is
she's
she
on
in,
my list.
is
Yeah.
she in your list? Okay. It's a very pageant gown, but I like that she didn't do too much to stand out. Like she did just enough for me personally.
Yeah, this is not, yeah, I don't particularly like this gown because, again, the cutouts are fine if you have like a long torso, but since she has
Hmm.
her torso is so short and you can see all these like crumpled in, part in her crotch area, and then which makes her hips even wider with this choice.
Right.
But she's on my list only because I like her speaking voice, and I
Hmm.
thought she one of the best speakers in this year's competition. But
Yeah.
I'm not really particularly fond of this gown
Yeah,
look.
I think the styling could be a bit more polishing because face-wise, she's beautiful. Like I've looked at her social media, she's an actress. She's quite well
Mhm.
accomplished in her hometown, and like I said, she's a fan favorite. Rafa. Like last time I posted a video, I had about 200 comments about this girl. So
Wow.
she is a fan favorite.
So
So
she has a huge following. Yeah.
huge
Yeah.
following. So I do think that she might win the popular choice and make it to the top 10. 32, her name is Ojashri Sharma. She is an actress. She has one of the best public speaking voice. I don't know if you watched the introduction video, but she has incredible speech, like communication skills wise.
Okay.
But I would say her stage presence needs a bit more work. It's a bit lackluster,
Hmm.
but it could work, I guess. I know she only has 1 month, but maybe top 10.
I don't particularly care for that gown that she wore,
Yeah.
but her overall performance, I think, is worthy, definitely worthy.
Yes, especially when they do close-up shots, you could see that because she's an actress and she
Yeah,
has
those
that
eyes.
experience. Yeah, very expressive, very
I love those
pretty.
eyes.
I think she
Mhm.
could be an actress in Bollywood in the future, like very successful actress. So, yeah, just based on that, the potential, I
And
think
by
she'll
the
be top 10.
way,
Yep, tell me.
she's also an animal rights activist. I want to channel Lara Dutta. Now that my name is Sushmita, I want to channel the other chicken from India. So I'm going to wear a red dress.
I really like it. I
Me
previous to
too.
this, previous the
It's
prim
different.
competition, I was looking at some of the girls. Like she was not the girls in my radar, but after the preliminary competition, she is in my top of my list. She's in the top 10, minimum top 10. Even if she performs better, top 5. But I really like that she went for more of a like 90s gowns. Remember, like the Indias who used to have like long gloves and asymmetrical dresses. So it's
Mhm.
similar to the 90s gowns, but with a modern take. It's a contemporary take on the Lara Dutta and like you said, like Shishmita sense. So I like it. It's kind of reminds me of the 90s, but also quite, current and modern. And I think she's beautiful. Like her face is
Just
stunning.
gorgeous.
Yeah. The close-up shot
Gorgeous.
is
Yep.
that. I feel
Oh, I
that
love
she'll be
that.
good
I
for
love that.
Miss Universe. Yeah.
Her
She could be a
smile.
surprise. Yeah. I
Very, very
feel
likable indeed.
yeah, I feel like that she could be a dark horse in the competition because I noticed that she doesn't have as much fan following compared to other girls. So maybe because of that, but I think she could place in the top 10, even top
Top
5.
10.
Yeah, top
Hmm.
10, minimum top 10. But I really
You
like
never
this.
know. Hmm.
Rafa, this should be her final gown, but tomorrow she should not change because this is perfect. It suits her.
That's
Tejashwani.
Tejaswani, right?
Yes, look at her.
Tejaswani Srivastava. Yeah, she's on my list
Beautiful.
actually.
She
Okay,
looks like
she's
an
not,
Indian
she's
doll.
very,
Yeah.
she's actually short. She's not tall. But the
Really?
fact that she looks, yeah, she's like, well, look at Wikipedia. If it's accurate, she's
Wait.
5'5.5" or something.
Really? Wait, she's like 49,
Tejaswini
right? Let me go down.
Srivastava.
Five and a half. Really? She doesn't look
Yeah,
five
so that's
five.
not tall. But the way
No.
she, but the fact that she's thin and then she looks tall and she has a long neck too. That's why in a way she looks so tall on images
Yes.
and on stage. But girl, this girl could be a big surprise as well. I'm telling you.
I think she could
She
take it all the way, actually. She could be in
yeah,
top 5. And also
for
one thing I
sure.
liked about her is that the turn she does, it's very smooth. It doesn't look forced because sometimes when girls try to do like some halfway turns, it looks forced, right? Like I noticed some of the girls
Yes.
were tripping over the gowns, the train. But when she was doing it, it was just so natural, like this, like one turn
Yes.
and the next turn,
And then hands.
boom,
Yep.
complete. It just looks
Yep.
so
Like
good.
that.
And I
Yeah.
believe she was Miss Divine India. I was looking at the wiki and like she has
Oh,
a
okay.
national pageant. So maybe because of that experience. But except the gown, I don't like the gown by the way. But the girl and her performance,
Um,
I think she's stunning. Absolutely gorgeous.
yeah. The gown is okay. I mean, it fits her body very well.
It does.
It's nothing spectacular about it. Yeah. And
I
again,
think
the
it's
shoe.
just the shoes, but I think it's because the nude illusion, it's not her shade. It's like a lot lighter. It's made for, like fair skin
Mhm.
girl. So maybe because of that, because she's a bit dusky, like she's a bit tanned. So it doesn't really match her
Yes.
skin tone. So if it matched her skin
It
tone,
clashes.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think it will look a lot better. So a different gown for her too. I'm telling everyone to change the gowns for the finals. 36, Rhea. It reminds me of Shanice Palacio's evening gown from Miss Universe. The
Oh,
colors are
because of the
very
cape
similar.
colors. Yes.
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 It's a different design, but the color scheme it matches a Shanice with the silver with the blue. So she looks stunning. And by the way, she's 19, Rafa. She's the
I
youngest.
know, right? When
Can
I
you
saw
believe
that, I'm
that?
like,
Yeah.
God, is she like the youngest? I think there's
Yeah,
another
she is
19
the youngest.
girl.
Yeah.
She's one of the youngest.
She is, yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah, this girl will go far. I don't think she's going to win Miss Universe India, because again, because the fact that she's too young. And Miss Universe these days, they're looking for women who have lived life, so to speak, who are more experienced and stuff. So she needs to go to school, finish her school, whatever, live her life, maybe do some traveling, and then come
yes.
back, maybe in a couple of years or a few years.
Yes, I think the most important thing is for her to graduate university because nowadays, if you don't have a degree, or people don't really take you seriously, especially in pageantry, right? When the girls are like have PhDs, masters, and so many things going on, especially qualification wise. And I think Chavi and some of the girls, Angel has a PhD. She's a doctor. So
Angel is like 36. How old is she? Oh, she's
thir
38.
38. She's the oldest. So
So
that's what I'm talking about.
she's old enough to be Rhea's mother.
Yes. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't think Rhea will win, but I think she'll be in maybe in top 10 or top 5 because even though she's young, I think they'll place her quite high because she has a really good stage presence and she knows how to pose. Like, her expressions, her runway is really good, but I have to completely agree with you. 19, I think is a bit too young to be Miss Universe. She needs to complete her university.
Yeah. Does Nikhil also own the Supernational India franchise? She would be perfect for Supernational.
You know what? I'm not really sure, but
I'm not
if he
sure. Yeah.
does, you're actually correct. Yeah, she'll be good for
Yeah.
Supra. It'll be a
She would
good
be good for
training
Super.
process for her. Yeah.
And develop her platform too, or advocacy, whatever it is.
Yes, that is really important because I know I'm mentioning her a lot because I really like her social advocacy. Number six, Angel, she has been traveled to 47 countries, um,
Wow.
and she has been promoting advocacy to those countries, to like around 40 countries plus. So that you cannot match that. Come
That's how
on.
you do it. Yeah, that's
That's
how you
already
do
on
it.
what Miss Universe does, right? Traveling to different countries, promoting about social awareness, educating girl child, like a lot of things. And there
Mhm.
are contestants who have that experience. So realistically, I
Yeah.
feel like it will be one of those girls.
Is that
Yes,
Ruwo?
yes, it is her.
Yeah.
It's number. So the only reason I was a bit is because you could see now she almost trips there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I did look at her social media. She's really
She,
pretty.
yeah, I don't particularly care for this gown selection because for some reason they just forced it on her and it kind of looks big from the waist from her waist down. It's not, it's kind of ill-fitting.
It is.
And again,
Yeah.
the shoes, it's just blah to me. It doesn't impact me in a way that Sushmita Roy's gown does or Chavi's gown does. So yeah, but over than that, overall, this girl is phenomenal. She's a great speaker.
Yes.
She actually she's good friends with Shivali because they did a video together with not
Right.
promoting the different activities and stuff and everything. So I think she's on my list, but as a winner, I don't see her as a winner.
Yeah, I don't see her. Maybe not even top five actually, because this his batch is really strong. Maybe top 10, maybe or like top 20. She could win popular vote, so maybe top 10.
She's my sentimental favorite, you know that, right?
Hmm.
And there's nothing negative or even critical that I can say about this girl because this, to me, she should win. But I don't think they're gonna give the crown to her. They're probably gonna give the crown to Chavi only because I think Chavi, in a way, uh, has is the type of girl that Machidowicz would probably lean towards to rather than Shivali. And
Hmm.
also, again, it's the number of followers. Again, they're looking for somebody who has huge following, and
Yeah.
Chavi has more followers than I guess Shivali. I don't know. But to me, if I were one of the judges, I would definitely pick her as my winner. Not because of sentimental reasons, because I've interviewed Shivali. Based on her, she has great speaking skills, and she sounds humble. For some reason she radiates this humility that I didn't find in anyone else. And her complexion is to die for. It's just gorgeous. And those beautiful eyes, she has like very mesmerizing eyes when you
Yes.
do a close-up. And she's been very active with her social media content. Okay. There isn't a day that goes by where she doesn't upload stuff related to the pageant or whatnot. And that gown to me is gorgeous. That is the perfect gown for her. The
Yes.
Everything's symmetrical, the cutouts are fine. I don't care much for those wrinkles though that coming because of that body's
A mesh,
whatever
you
you want
mean?
to call it.
Mesh fabric?
The mesh thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have preferred if it was just like no mesh at all.
Yeah.
But from a distance, her stage presence is amazing. Her eye contact with the judges, her smile, her poses. Yeah, she's to me, she's perfection.
In Asia, the beauty standard is fair skin. They would go for someone who's like lighter complexion. So I'm really happy to see that she, being a dark skinned woman with a beautiful brown skin, that she's embracing her beauty. And I think that will really inspire the girls to come forward that they are beautiful. And in that sense of representation, I'm really happy.
At number 10, we talk about Rhea. I think she's beautiful. She needs to come back in a couple of years because I think she could easily win the Miss Universe India crown in a few years. One of the most beautiful faces. So she's number 10. Number 9 is Ojasvi Sharma, the animal rights activist who's from
Yes.
Delhi. The first time I heard her speak, they asked all the girls the same question, like what does beautifully confident mean to you? Some of the girls, rather than saying beautifully confident, some of them said confident beautiful, which is the old hashtag. Okay.
Yeah.
Girls, do your research, okay?
Yeah,
So
yeah, you told
Josh
me
was number
that. Yeah,
nine.
yeah.
Number eight is Ru. I can't even pronounce her first, Ruo Fusano, but she calls herself Ruo for short.
Ro, yeah.
Ruo Wizo from Nagaland.
Yes.
Okay, every time she shows up on everybody, every time she posts something on social media, you see all their fans from Nagaland,
Yeah.
Nagaland, Nagaland. Of course, everybody knows where Nagaland is, maybe not. So it's part of the Northeast India
Northeast. Yeah.
enclave.
Yeah. It's next to
So
Burma.
that's what
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what majority of the people look Asian, look East Asian.
Asian. They look like us, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and most of them I think are Christians rather than Hindus or
Yes.
Muslims.
I think they
So
practice what do you call it? Folk religion. So like
yes.
tribal
Hmm.
religion. Yeah, and Christianity. Yes.
Yeah.
They're not Hindu.
Yeah. She's my number eight, because of all the qualities I mentioned, and plus she's a huge following. My
Mm.
number seven is Tejaswini
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Srivastava.
Mm-hmm.
Model, great stage projection. Not tall enough, but you know what? Who cares? There's no height requirements
Yeah.
anywhere anyway. But she looks tall because she's thin and she has a very graceful long neck, great stage projection. So she's my number seven.
I think
My
seven.
number
Yeah.
six is Sushmita Roy, my number seven. Both Sushmita and Laura all in one.
She almost made it top five. Okay. Yeah.
My number five, I think she's in your top three. If I'm not mistaken, it's Daisy. I
Oh yeah,
like
she's in my top
Daisy
three. Yeah. Yes.
from the state of Assam. She's 23, very, very beautiful. I love her. What I recall was a dark navy blue gown that
Yes.
she wore.
It's like my
I love
background.
her
Yeah.
speaking voice.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I love her speaking voice. I think she's gonna go that far. So now my number four, believe it or not, we didn't mention it. It's Chayanika Debnath. She's she's phenomenal because voice projection, her attitude and whatnot. And even I was also amazed when I saw her evening gown performance. I mean, she was just amazing.
Right.
100,000% confident on stage, didn't care what everybody thought of her, what she looked like, how her size was. I mean, to me, that's a queen.
Yes.
Okay. She may not win Miss Universe India, okay, but she's worthy of being a queen one way
She's
or the
winning
other
people's
because of her.
hearts, right? That's the most
She's
important
winning
thing.
people's heart.
Yes.
She is definitely winning people's heart. Okay. So she's my number four. My number three is the doctor from Toronto, Angel
Angel. Yes.
Battelle.
Yeah.
I think she has the whole package, and I'm glad that Miss Universe uplifted the age limit because she deserves to be on stage. She's amazing. I think she will at least make the top five.
Yes.
My number two, okay, number two, number one. I want Shivali to win
Yeah.
very badly, only because of all the reasons I stated before.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're gonna give the crown to her. They're gonna give the crown to Chavi. So Chavi's my number one. Uh, uh, Either way, either Chavi or Shivali or even Angel, I would be very happy if
Yes.
any of these girls win Miss Universe India. And you know what? They're all NRIs, non-resident
Oh
Indians.
yes. Actually, all your top three is NRI, right? I don't have Angel in my top
Let me tell
three.
you, fun fact. Okay,
Yeah.
fun fact. Shivali, this was like two months before Miss Universe India contest. I pinged her on Instagram. Shivali, do you know about this contest, Miss Universe India? I think you need to participate. You need to compete. Oh, Rafa, you know what? I was thinking about it. Thank you for reminding me. But let me see if I can find my NRI card. Like, what the hell is NRI
Ooh.
card? I
Okay.
Google it. It is non-resident Indian card.
So you need
So she
that to
found it and
compete.
she
Yeah.
applied. She got it. She got it. So I'm
Congratulations to
glad.
her. Yeah. So, okay, I'm not going to say my top. Like, I'll just show you in the screen. So, yeah, it's almost same as yours. I think the only one I did not have is number 15, the plus size girl. I don't have her on my list. I forgot the
Okay.
name. 15, the red gown. Yeah. She's the only one I don't have
Yes.
in the list, but rest of them we have pretty much the same. It's like 9 out of, I think,
Okay.
10. Yeah. I'm really excited. Tomorrow is
Okay.
the finals. You'll be watching it, right? Live. For me, it's at night.
I will not. I will be watching it. I'll do a delayed reaction later. So can't
Yes, you,
wait.
you you will do my reaction. Hopefully they don't finish too late. I have a work the next day, so please complete it by like midnight because we know that this organization like to do the finals quite late. I remember I think Rachel was like I think after midnight, the crowning took a while. So please, let's finish it before like 12 o'clock so I could sleep. But
Yes,
thank you.
please. We need our beauty sleep.
Yes. So
Thank you. Thank you for
thank you,
inviting me. I'm looking
Rafa,
forward
for
to it.
joining me. Yeah. And also, we're going to do
Okay.
other lives on his YouTube channel, I think for Miss Cosmo, right? What's the next month?
Miss Cosmo and Miss Grand.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Miss Cosmo and Miss Grant. So please follow him as well. You could see on the screen, Critical Beauty, and also follow him on his social media. Give him all the support. He is very critical. I don't know why today I feel like I am the critical one. He is extremely critical with his feedback, but he's being nice, to the girls because he's my channel, I guess. But he is incredibly great with his feedback, and he knows about the tiny details, and he also has experience. So please follow him, give him the love and support. If you guys enjoyed our chat, it was about an hour. I'll try to put out as much as possible. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Pageant Empress too. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. So bye bye from Pageant Empress. Bye bye.